Hi friends, welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at these two brothers, and then I'm also going to try to add in two more if we have time, okay? But first I must say this is all for entertainment purposes only, and here we take a look at the skeletons of public figures to figure out what is going on, okay? We can like these people, that's great, admire their work, but we're here to crack the illusion of these beauty standards that have been placed upon us and lift the veil and the scales from our eyes. All right, let's get started. Oh, and also here we do not show hate to anybody, anywhere, for any reason whatsoever, okay? Now, there's not a lot going on in this picture really, but they do have that more upside down egg-shaped head, and I say this every video. Women have a more upside down egg-shaped head, and men have a square, blockier skull. Okay, women's foreheads come straight down, men's generally slope backwards, not always, but men have an actual brow ridge bone right here that women do not have, okay? Also, we can see here that Davy has a really long neck, okay? Sometimes from long-term hormone use, one's neck can grow longer than it normally would. Now, I'm not saying that happened here, but allegedly, possibly, maybe it could have. Also, it appears that there is an apple from Adam, and sometimes those can be added. That one is a little interesting looking, but let's continue. Now, looking here at Mr. James, his apple from Adam is really interesting. It almost looks triangular. So, also notice the close set features. The forehead does come straight down, and again with that more upside down egg-shaped head. Also the really short philtrum. And as I've said, obviously we would never make any type of determinations off of a philtrum, but it is something to note because women generally have a shorter one, okay? That's right here. All right, also with the low set ears, all right? I also have the more low set ears. Now, here he is when he was really young. Goodness, he was so young. But notice the super V-shaped clavicle, all right? Now, this picture got cut off a little bit, but that's all right. We can still see, and males have a thicker, straighter clavicle bone, okay? And women have a more thin and V-shaped clavicle. Okay, and wow, was he young here, but look at the more V'd shaped clavicle. He has a short humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow, and he's got a bit of a curve going on here, and the more upside down egg-shaped head, just a smaller skull. His skull is quite small for his height, and again with the forehead that comes straight down. But goodness, he looks so young. Here he is when he was young still, and all the things I pointed out, close-up features, forehead comes straight down, but the apple looks like a small little pea in there. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I have talked about that more. There are actually procedures that one can have this added if they so choose to. Definitely not saying that happened, but it could. Now, here he is walking with the super inline football, okay? You see, we got the crisscross applesauce going on. That leg is swinging out wide as he walks, okay? Men, due to the difference in the hips and pelvis and femurs, men walk knees punching forward like a toy soldier, all right? Their legs go straight forward with their knees really propelling them forward, whereas women are propelled more by their feet, and our leg swings out wide. We have the crisscross applesauce, as I say, because of the angled femur and the degree or angle of the pelvis, okay? Now, this is what I'm speaking about. The toy soldier-like walk is right here, knees punching forward with spacing between the two walking sticks, as I say. And here we have the female walking in line. We got that crisscross applesauce. Okay, so right here, this is the Q angle. Women 18 degrees, men 13. Sorry, guys. I just flicked you off. Okay, I've got a Band-Aid. Who cares? Okay, it can vary a little bit, but this is why our femur is angled, okay? That's the difference. That's why women have crisscross applesauce. Men walk knees punching forward. Now, here he is a bit older, and notice the width of the hips as he's gotten older and a little bit bigger now, which is fine. It happens to the best of us. But notice the inline footfall, and he's being propelled with that front foot, okay? Again, and now you can really see how small that skull is now that his body's a bit bigger. And also notice that really short humerus bone right here and small hands. Okay, now again, he's a bit older. Now his lady friend is walking knees punching forward, okay? She's walking like a toy soldier. He's got the inline footfall being propelled by that foot. Notice the size of the hips now. He's quite shapely. And again, she's knees punching forward, and he is doing the super crisscross applesauce inline footfall. And again, crisscross applesauce due to that angled femur, all right? Now let's take a look at Dave. Oh, sorry, oops. That's just a psyop. Okay, now he's gotten older, and I feel like they put a filter on that picture to make him look like that, but because he's, I think, more attractive than this picture is giving. But notice the really odd apple that came from Adam, okay? That's an odd shape, and it's triangular and quite large. So also, again, the forehead comes straight down, the low set ears, and the features that are close together, and he also has that short philtrum. Here we can see the super V'd clavicle, and again with the small skull and all the other things that I have mentioned. Okay, here we can see the low set belly button, the V-shaped clavicle, and all the other things I've talked about, and the really short humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow. All right, now here we can see the curved S-shaped spine. Well, you may be thinking, I can't really see it. Yes, you can, okay? Notice how it is curving at the top. It's curving around. That is the curved spine. It comes down and around. Now, we have learned here that women have a curved S-shaped spine and men have a more straight spine. The spine, we have a larger lower lumbar curve at the bottom, so we are flexible as our babies grow, and also the top of our spine is more curved, okay, where a male's is straighter. Here he is at the beach, and notice the wider waistline, low set belly button, the V-shaped clavicle, small skull, short humerus, but all the things we've been speaking about. Okay, the super crisscross applesauce, all right? That angled femur is bringing the foot in front of the other foot, giving it the inline footfall. And again, super crisscross applesauce. Here he is walking with his wife, Allison Brie, and she is walking knees punching forward. That knee is propelling her forward where his foot is propelling him forward, and he has that crisscross applesauce inline football. She's walking like a toy soldier. And again, with him and the crisscross applesauce, she's walking like a toy soldier with plenty of spacing between the two walking sticks. All right, guys, well, I've run out of time. It's just not enough time. So I'll have to add the rest of the comedic stars I was trying to cover in my next video, and hopefully then we will move on to some of these rougher, tougher men. Well, at least their roles are rougher and tougher anyways. But notice here the crisscross applesauce going on, and then spacing between the two walking sticks. And again, with that upside down egg-shaped head or skull. So, but you guys don't need to believe me. I am just a silly lady on the internet that says bones don't lie. People do. Bye.